जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम everyone. My name is Asad Firoz. I'm a former Vice President ICAP in the last term, an elected council member of ICAP till 2026. Currently, I'm chairing the ICAP ICMAP committee at ICAP. I'm also chairing the SMP and the CPD committee in ICAP this year. It is my honor and privilege to serve ICAP in the Northern Regional Committee as chairman and secretary in the last 8 years as well. So overall, I have spent like 13 odd years in pro bono role with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. I welcome you all to this new episode of Voice of CA Pakistan. And today we will be talking about the best corporate and sustainability reports awards that are held every year. And this is organized by ICAP and ICMAP Joint Committee. And it is a very, very important part of ICAP's and ICMAP's calendar as it has been held for the last 24 years. And this is actually the 24th year in which it will be held again. We both institutes are actually champions of transparency, and we are championing at ICAP level a lot on sustainability these days as well. ICAP is essentially a very important player in the roadmap created by SECP regarding sustainability and its implementation in Pakistan. The road to implementation and adoption of the standards S1, S2 has been a very important initiative by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. And what we have done is we have done actually around 6 to 7 sessions pan Pakistan. We started off with awareness sessions with SECP. We did that 2 years ago. Then we have gone into the master classes. We have done that in Karachi, Lahore, and Islamabad successfully. And now we are going into the master classes on industry specific topics, and we are going to specific industries. Coming back to the awards, one part of awards is basically the best corporate awards that we have, and the other part is the sustainability related awards that we are giving. We understand that in years to come, inshallah, these awards would be getting more stronger, and especially the sustainability awards would be playing a major role in the years to come. So, this initiative by both institutes has been ably led by in the past by our past president of ICAP, Mr. Abdur Rahim Surya. Mr. Abdur Rahim Surya is a legend in his own right. He has been in the profession for almost 40 years now. He is working in various sports and various organizations. And he is also most, I would say, active and most motivated person behind these awards in the last 24 years. So, without a further ado, I would be talking to him about these awards, and I'm sure after today's session, you will get very good knowledge about these awards. जी सूर्या साहब, सो आप इस जर्नी में थ्रू आउट रहे हैं, आपने क्या माइलस्टोन्स देखे जो अब तक अचीव हुए हैं इन 24 सालों में? कुछ आप हमें और हमारी ऑडियंस को कुछ बताएंगे?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'll start my talk with praise to my parents. रब्बी रहमहुम्मा कम्मा रब्बैयानी सगीरा. ये अल्लाह हमारे वालिदैन पर रहम फरमा जिस तरह उन्होंने हम पर रहम किया बचपन में. आपके इल्म में होगा कि ये अवार्ड हमने स्टार्ट लिया था ICAP और ICMAP ने ईयर 2000 में, और इसके बाद 2011 में we introduced sustainability awards, and at that time we invited chief guest from India who was in the IFAC Public Professional Accountant in बिजनेस कमेटी के जो मेंबर थे एन रामन को, और उनकी मौजूदगी में हमने ये अवार्ड लॉन्च किया सस्टेनेबिलिटी का. उस वक्त इतनी अवेयरनेस नहीं थी. बहरहाल हमारा जो क्राइटेरिया वक्त के साथ साथ इम्प्रूव होता रहा, और हमारे क्राइटेरिया की खास बात यह है कि वी आर मीटिंग द इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड वी आर इंसर्टिंग इनटू इट द लोकल नीड्स, because our committee members are from variety of fields, from capital markets, from audit profession, consultant, and from industry. So we have been incorporating a lot of things which are required by the stakeholders. The reader of our annual reports are not limited only to the shareholder. It may be banker, it may be donors, it may be regulators. So we have been addressing those needs based on the international practices, based on the need of the users. So our criteria is, I would say, not only at par with the international standard, but in some areas we are ahead of the international requirements. If you look at the best report of certain banks or certain FMCG companies or even oil companies, they are all taking it as a special project with their company. Because annual report does not only include the financial statement or director's report. These are the compulsory or you would say mandatory component, but it includes a lot of voluntary disclosures. And the purpose of all this is to be transparent and give information in a manner which is useful for the stakeholder for good decision making. And sometimes we have been claiming that it is a tool for decision making. In other words, it is a profile document for a company. Because if you want to study about a company, maybe as an analyst, maybe as a shareholder, you have to go to so many places. But if a good report is prepared, everything is available. Even I'll give you one example. Recently, stock exchange requires that every company should arrange corporate briefing. Our committee has thought about this and thought that how it would be communicated to the stakeholder. So we inserted a small criteria that every company should give a brief note about what happened in the corporate briefing. So like this, there are so many important disclosure included in this. And market is certainly appreciating it if you see the ultimate outcome in shape of reports.
जी सूर्य साहब, आगे चलते हैं।
जी।
आप हमें हमारे लिसनर्स को ये ब्रीफ करना चाहेंगे कि जो BCSR अवार्ड्स हैं इसके अंदर कौन पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता है और नॉमिनेशंस का प्रोसेस किस तरीके से होता है?
इसमें देखें, लिस्टेड कंपनीज हैं, पब्लिक सेक्टर हैं, लार्ज साइज कंपनी, और लार्ज साइज कंपनी डिफाइंड है 3rd शेड्यूल में, जो पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट नहीं है बट दी आर कैटेगराइज्ड एज लार्ज कंपनी. And then mutual funds, assets management companies, and NPOs also, non-profit organizations.
सूर्य साहब, ये बताएं कि ये जो हमने अवार्ड्स हैं इनको स्ट्रक्चर किस तरीके से किया हुआ है, कैटेगरीज इसकी किस तरह हैं और उसके अंदर हम अवार्ड्स किस किस तरह देते हैं, थोड़ा सा वो भी हमारे लिसनर्स के लिए अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए हो जाए.
देखिए, इसमें हमने अब तक 14 कैटेगरीज हैं. बैंक की अलग कैटेगरी, इंश्योरेंस, फिर NBFIs की अलग है, इस तरह केमिकल, फर्टिलाइजर, इंश्योरेंस की अलग है, फार्मास्यूटिकल की अलग है, सीमेंट की अलग है. तो मतलब तकरीबन ये 14 कैटेगरीज में ये डिवाइड है. और हर कैटेगरी से हम 3 प्राइजेस देते हैं, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. फिर 3 साल से हमने एक और भी अवार्ड अनाउंस किया कि ओवरऑल फर्स्ट, तो उसमें भी हम 3 अवार्ड दे रहे हैं ओवरऑल फर्स्ट में, 1st, 2nd एंड 3rd. बस ये.
इसके अलावा कोई मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट्स या और भी आपके कोई सर्टिफिकेट्स हैं जो देते हैं आप?
हाँ, मतलब मेरिट सर्टिफिकेट देते हैं खासतौर पे NPOs को, just to encourage them to be transparent.
और NPO के लिए कोई खास आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं या जनरल रिक्वायरमेंट्स ही हैं?
नहीं, NPO के लिए तो पिछले 3-4 साल से क्राइटेरिया अलग से बनाया गया है, क्योंकि NPO का जो फंड प्रोवाइडर है वो तो डोनर है, एंड डोनर ऑल्सो वांट ट्रांसपेरेंसी. ही वांटेड टू यूज द यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ फंड्स, एंड NPO रिसीव फंड फ्रॉम वेरियस सोर्स. Some are called donation, zakat, and the user want to know the specific utilization. It was lacking a bit, so our institute took an initiative by developing an standard, and it was done by our accounting standard board, which includes representative of Pakistan Stock Exchange, Ministry of Finance, SECB also. And later this was authenticated and approved by SECB also. So by virtue of that, all NPOs will now be required to disclose the utilization of their, specifically the Zakat fund. So it's a big achievement by ICAP and SECB, and also ICMAP is also the partner in our these efforts. So because of that, NPOs will have more transparencies, and this area was not addressed earlier now. And the criteria of NPO has some specific requirement, and one specific requirement was inserted in the criteria that they should prepare cash flow under direct method, because direct method is more revealing. It can address where the funds are specifically, where the funds were specifically received. Are these being used for that purpose or not? About 24 years ago, our institute's technical committee issued an ATR 17, which addressed the issue of issuing a specific audit report for NPOs. Later it was amended. Now it's again under revision, and this revision will take care for to include those companies which are not comes under the umbrella of ACCP under Section 42. So it may be applied this disclosures requirement for society company NPOs which are under registered under Societies Act and under Trust Act. So ATR 17 will take care of the disclosure requirement for this type of NPOs also.
जी सूर्या साहब, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपने बड़े अच्छे तरीके से बताया कि किस तरीके से कॉर्पोरेट्स जो हैं इन अवार्ड्स को बहुत ज़्यादा अहम समझती हैं और यकीनन उनके लिए इट इज़ अ बिग माइलस्टोन फॉर देम कि ये अवार्ड्स वो अचीव कर रहे हैं। और बहुत सारे कॉर्पोरेट्स से पिछले सालों में मेरी जब बातचीत हुई, जो हमारे लोग इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं, तो उस पे ईयर ऑन ईयर बड़ा एफर्ट कर रहे होते हैं कि हमने ये अवार्ड जीतना है। और कुछ लोगों ने अपना कहा होता है, अपना टारगेट बनाया होता है कि हमने ये अवार्ड लेके आना है, एटलीस्ट हमने टॉप 3 में ज़रूर जाना है। और वो एक अपनी परफॉर्मेंस को एक वो बेंचमार्क समझते हैं। और ऑब्वियसली जब आईकैप कर रहा है, आईसीएमपी हमारे साथ इसमें पार्टनर करता है, तो एक उसमें ट्रांसपेरेंसी का एलिमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है। तो यकीनन ये एक बड़ा माइलस्टोन है जो आप लोगों ने अचीव किया इतने सालों में। इन 24 सालों में जो आपका 24th ईयर अब चल रहा है, कौन-सी ऐसी मेजर इम्प्रूवमेंट्स हैं जो आपने इन अवार्ड्स में की? वो हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स के साथ कुछ शेयर कर लें।
देखिए इम्प्रूवमेंट तो हम करते हैं थ्रू क्राइटेरिया, राइट। और क्राइटेरिया में ज़्यादातर जो चीज़ें हैं वो मैंडेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, वॉलंटरी डिस्क्लोजर्स हैं। अब पहले तो सामीन को हम ये बताएं कि वॉलंटरी डिस्क्लोजर आए कहाँ से। नासिर साहब के दिमाग की इजाद है ना मेरी, मतलब हमारे पास कोई बेस होनी चाहिए। तो जो इसकी मेन बेस है वो इंटरनेशनल इंटीग्रेटेड रिपोर्टिंग फ्रेमवर्क था, उससे गाइडलाइन ली गई। फिर हमारा इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड ऑन ऑडिटिंग है 720 विच टॉक्स अबाउट अदर इंफॉर्मेशन। और मैं ये बता दूं अदर इंफॉर्मेशन उसे कहते हैं एनुअल रिपोर्ट में हर चीज़ जो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट और ऑडिटर्स रिपोर्ट के अलावा दिस इज कॉल्ड अदर इंफॉर्मेशन। अब तो ऑडिटर भी उसके ऊपर ऑडिट ओपिनियन नहीं देता, सिर्फ ऑडिटर इतना देखता है कि अदर इंफॉर्मेशन इज नॉट इनकंसिस्टेंट विद द मेन इंफॉर्मेशन। तो आईजा 720 contains lot of other information. We have considered all this, right? For example, ISA says you give the history of say 6 years, 10 years of the financial data. Our criteria is not limited to that wording. We require companies to disclose with some analytics. For example, companies are required to disclose 6 years vertical analysis, horizontal analysis, and ratios. And on that they're required to give the comments also, and with also graphic presentation. So we are following ISA 720 and we are going ahead in those requirements also. Beside that, we have studied the requirement of Financial Reporting Council of UK. They have some specific disclosure requirements. For example, it requires that the chairman of the board should disclose significant commitments. And naturally, if the chairman is occupied at 10 places, he may not be able to justify. So there are various requirements of in UK code which are not mandatory in Pakistan, but considering the need, we have incorporated those. And then we have the mix of members from capital market. They know the need of user from the capital market point of view, but we have from people from profession, like for sustainability reporting, we have. So, and we have people from the industry. So we all those people consider what is important for the stakeholder. Like I'll give you one example. About 10 years ago, Pakistan was given the GSP plus status by European country. Naturally, our export was expected to boost up, but it was very necessary. We should know the company where an investor is targeting for investing, they have sufficient sufficient support for energy development or not. So if they are not able to create energy, availability of energy, how they are going to increase the export? So our criteria include the company should disclose how they are going to arrange the energy. And there are companies which are making good profit, but the investor may be misguided if the cash flow is not aligned with that. Besides that, there are 14 sections in our criteria. they take care about the financial analysis, organization, strategy, risk. So variety of criteria, sections cover those uh, elements of disclosure.